Hey, what's going on? It's your brother Malcolm Brown, and we're back with another episode of Midweek Motivation.
Season 3.
Season 3, where we bring you motivation, inspiration on a weekly basis, all for the purpose of you becoming the best version of yourself. So today, man, we're going to really dive in on a topic that's near and dear to my heart. Life is hard. It is. And oftentimes we get to working for our dreams. We get to going after our goals, and we hit these glass ceilings. But those who have the wherewithal, the will, the drive, and the power to break through that glass ceiling goes to a whole new dimension in life, and things transform for them. So what we're going to talk about today is willpower. But before we go there, I want to introduce my guest, my friend, my brother, camera extraordinaire, visual extraordinaire, owns the company iVisuals Media. But before he got there, he started somewhere. We're going to dive into his story, how he took trial and tribulation, turned it into triumph, and went to a whole new dimension in life. Let me introduce my friend, Mark Wiley. My man, what's up, bro? So, look, I've been blessed to know you for a number of years, man. Been able to watch you grow from the background and from the foreground. I mean, talking about sitting right next to you as you went through some of these transitions in life, and even watching from the back to say, wow, look at this guy really go hard. And one thing that's been consistent throughout this whole story is willpower, drive.
Yeah.
I want to just get a little bit about yourself, man. Tell the people who you are, man. Where you come from?
I am Mark Viz Wiley. Born and raised here in Chicago. Yeah. Chicago Heights represent.
Yeah, the Heights.
East side. Yes, sir.
Don't go over there at night.
Don't go over there at night, especially if they don't know you.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I have the I somewhat have the typical urban, story.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up single parent home.
Yeah.
My dad, he was around, but not as much.
Yeah.
And from that, I was always really in tune with like sports and just being productive. Wanting to do something. And growing up in life, I got involved with some things that I probably shouldn't have. But at the same time, I think that, of course, and that's with any person, that molded me into the person that I am now.
Yeah, and I think we all have had times in our life where we kind of veered off course a little bit, tried something different, found out, this ain't for me,
right,
and kind of got back on the right track. So that's cool.
And again, I think that that was needed.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, especially for me and the decisions that I made in life. Did I have to make it?
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
But the fact that I did made those decisions,
shaped you to the person.
It shaped me to the person who I am now. And who's to say who or where I would be if I didn't?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think too. All of that is relative to the point that we're going to talk about today, which is willpower. Just the drive to continue, the drive to keep moving forward. I can recall just one special moment in your life that I had the pleasure of being able to watch and bear witness to. I can remember, a couple years ago, you was about my size, right? It's like $150, $160, right?
If that.
You get what I'm saying? And man, in a short period of time, it seems like, I was able to witness you on the stage of a competition, and I'll let you give us all the details on that. Holding up an award, looking like a Greek god, like a statue.
Yeah.
Bro, tell us about bodybuilding and how you trained your body and trained your mind to get to that platform.
So it's funny how I got into that. I was working at a tattoo shop in Harvey.
It wasn't mine.
It wasn't solo.
Boy Ian.
Yeah, shout out my boy Ian.
Yeah, what's up,
and Bub. But this was around the time that reality TV was really starting to take off.
Yeah.
And we had filmed a reality show with man, what's his Richard Dominic.
Yeah.
He's one of the producers. He produced rather the Jerry Springer show when he was out here in Chicago. And we worked with Nikki McCurley.
No, she's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we shot this pilot for the sizzle reel for the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
And Cat Tat Katrina, she was there with us.
Yeah.
And shout out to Cat, she doing big things. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we shot this pilot, and it was really exciting for me. And once after we shot it, I sat back and was like, man, like this is something that I can do. This is potentially something that could, really grow from.
Yeah.
And me being me, I want to be the best that I could be. So I'm like, man, you know what? Man, let me get in shape, man.
Hey, let me ask you something, Tyler. The other day we was having a conversation. He didn't say, let me get in shape. He said, I want to be a sex symbol. That's what he said.
Legit. I was about to say that. Like, I was...
Talk about that.
I was that was my biggest priority.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to be on TV, I'm going to be a sex symbol.
Yeah.
No question.
You're determined to be that.
I was my determination for that was at an all-time high. My will for that was at an all-time high. So I got in the gym.
Yeah.
I got in the gym, and it basically just blossomed.
So let me ask you something. What was the name of the competition that you did?
The
first one that you took home.
The name of that one was, I want to say maybe like the Noble Warrior or something like that.
Okay, and then what did you place in that?
I brought home the biggest. I won the show basically. I won the show.
All right, so Noble Warrior, first place. What was it? Advanced physique.
Bodybuilding.
First place.
First place overall.
Overall, Noble Warrior, right? Tattoo shop, $150 if unhealthy.
Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah. Terrible diet.
Okay.
Team no sleep. Vamp life to the fullest.
So now the dichotomy between the 2 points: Noble Warrior, first place. Bodybuilder, best health, best mind, all of that. Tattoo shop, unhealthy, bad diet, X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah, before I got there, I essentially hated my life.
Oh wow,
at that point.
It goes deeper now.
Yeah.
So now we hear huge difference between the 2.
Yeah.
What fills that space? What happens? What does the process look like?
The willpower.
So first, we want to keep track of this, right? The first thing he said was he made a decision.
Absolutely.
That he wanted to do it. And I oftentimes say this: the bridge between your disappointments in life and your destiny in life is a decision. Because the moment that you decide, you build a bridge that will bring you over into your destiny in life, to the life that you want to live, a life of fulfillment, a life of joy, a life of freedom, a life of just acknowledgement, versus waking up every day disappointed with your reality. Hey, view your reality, be present in it, and make a decision to say, this is what I'm going to do to get over. Build that bridge. So basically, in a sense, what you did was you started to build a bridge to get you over to what you saw in your mind.
Absolutely.
The sex symbol.
Being that sex symbol. And that manifested.
Yes, I was, man, it was amazing because I can remember conversations we had in the tattoo shop. We would just, we big on motivation. We motivate each other every day. So he would come into the shop and I say, Viz, you already won it. You just going to pick up the trophy.
Yep.
Right? We'll just say that all the time. Man, you just going to pick up the trophy. You already got it.
You just got to show up.
You just got to show up. And he showed up and he brought home that trophy. But see, people look at the award, right? People look at that one moment, but they don't know the process. Yeah. That's really what I want to dive into in this interview is let's talk about the process and really what you had to give up you know, the pain, physical pain and mental pain you have to go through in order to accomplish that goal. Because oftentimes we misunderstand or underestimate the gravitational pull that it takes to really break through to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So I want you to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely go through those uncomfortable moments. Mm-hmm. But again, my determination for it was so high. I didn't care about nothing else. Mm-hmm. That dieting, training, it was work, but it didn't feel like work. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people that I talk to that competed, they always say, man, the dieting is the hardest part. Yeah. And for me, it wasn't. You know, it was me knowing that in order for me to look a certain type of way,
this is what I gotta do.
This is what I gotta do.
I oftentimes say it's not hard when you want to do it.
Not at all.
It's never hard when you want to do it.
Not at all.
This guy will come into the shop with a bowl of rice, some type of just a concoction, and be eating it all day. Having packs of salmon, eating all day, and it was just that determination, man. It's truly inspiring just to sit back and watch you go through this process. And I'm talking about the sheer definition of just willpower to really get to that goal. And I want to talk about the pain, because oftentimes, just like the gym, you go in and work out. I oftentimes say your trials and tribulations are the gymnasium of life that's going to take you to a higher level, that's going to make you stronger. Let's talk about the process of getting strong. Because look, I'm in the gym too, right? I know what it feels like to get started in the gym. When I first started in the gym, I think I gained about I'm about 170. Yeah. I gained about a good 15 pounds, right? Strong 15 pounds. I'm proud of my 15. Y'all see his arms over here.
But I peeped you benching that 225 too.
Yeah. I hit 245 too. You ain't see that on camera.
Yes,
but look,
yes, sir.
But I know what it feels like, to get started.
Yeah.
When you've never lifted a weight before, when you've never been in the gym before, I know the physical pain and the fatigue that you go through, and it can be daunting, and it can be discouraging, and it can make you stop. Yeah. Just feeling that pain. So how did you get past that process?
Well, so with me, I was probably one of the smallest guys out of the group that I was training with. Yeah. But that really didn't. If anything, it just pushed me more. Like that never really deterred me, because I was typically always the smallest guy out of the group. You know what I'm saying? If not one of the smallest.
And isn't it ironic how I believe that your life sets you up for your destiny.
Absolutely.
The things that you go through in life. So I don't know if y'all picked up in the beginning of the interview, he said that he was always competitive and always did sports. So I can imagine you being the smallest guy on the football team, everybody trying to gun for you. So you have to be strong.
Right. You gotta be strong. You gotta be agile. Right. You gotta be able to, dodge,
right?
Those things that are coming at you.
So it would be safe to say that you growing up in sports actually prepared you for a destiny that you had waiting on you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when you got into the gym and you were around all these big guys, it wasn't intimidating to you. It was more so inspiring and competition. Say, oh yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, because it was like. Okay, yeah, you might have 30 pounds on me, but you don't look better than me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take my shirt off. You can't stand next to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna get the eyeball.
Oh wow.
So
check this out, y'all. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, but before we do, I'm gonna ask you a question. What has life prepared you for that you do not see? We'll talk about that again when I come back. This is Midweek Motivation, bro. This is awesome. Stop it. Oh, man. Cut. Good.